The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
I like my green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh, and promise not to leave nothing left. If you bomb it, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting, till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is.
Yo. What up, what up? Happy 2019 party people! What's up? Man, I am loving being back live in your fucking phone piece. Face? Yeah, Nika, yeah, in your face. Mike Robertson Blvd, baby, bringing y'all season 3 live from Morris Media Studios. Can we get a hand clap? Woo!
Yeah, goddammit.
Yeah, goddammit. Hey, y'all, look, I'm Mike Robertson. Thanks for joining you guys, man. I have missed you guys, man. It's been a nice, long little 3-month, I call it a hiatus. You know what I mean? That's what it was, man. You know what I mean? So I am so happy to be back, man. Let me jump right to my guys here. I didn't leave anybody wanting and waiting and not being able to see my 2 #1 comedians in the world. To my left, Mr. Melrose Uncut. The what?
Yes, most interesting comedian in the world.
All right, man. Is that facts? That's facts, right?
It's an interesting life.
Yeah, man. Chewing on that gum. We caught you right with the little gum time.
A little fresh breath.
Oh, a little fresh breath. All right, to the right of me, I got my main man, Mr. Dewan Encyclopedia Brown.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dewan, don't front, man. You know you Mr. Encyclopedia Brown, man. You're going to take that to all your future shows. Yeah, exactly. On his gravestone,
I was once called an encyclopedia.
Yeah, there was once this thing called an encyclopedia. You've never seen one.
Them motherfuckers died out in the 90s. The internet just took all them hoes out.
Man, dude.
Remember back in the 80s, they had them commercials and Encyclopedia Britannica.
Exactly.
For 7 payments of $59.99.
Oh, man. You could learn everything you need to know about the universe.
You had to wait till next year to find out something new.
Man, hell yeah.
The internet, you just wait like 16 seconds.
A second.
Man, them encyclopedias wasn't saying
Encyclopedia
shit,
was like, nigga, everything that came out after the day we printed, you got to buy the same shit next year to find out.
Yeah.
For that one story. We've
For
updated one story.
Right.
In Z.
In the index. Oh, man.
Fuck's up, Mike?
What up, man? I'm so happy, man.
Yeah?
You know what I mean?
You look happy, brother.
You guys. Do I?
You look like a happy Mike.
I look like a happy Mike.
Yeah,
man.
happy Mike.
I like that.
Yeah,
man. I should
happy
throw that
Mike.
on my
Happy Mike.
Twitter. A happy Mike.
Mike
Boogie,
looks
man.
happy.
Yes, man. Why would you say that, Melrose?
I don't know. There's something about this extra smile you're
Really?
carrying around.
I got this like little. Is it my like?
It's not a glow.
It's
not a glow. It's not a glow.
It's not a glow.
It's a big ass smile.
It's just that. That's all I get.
Big ass smile.
Big ass smile. Huh?
It's not a glow.
Oh man. Okay, it's not a glow. All right, look. Today we're gonna talk about our usual. We're gonna talk about some trending items. Also, we're gonna talk about. I had this list of shit I wanted to cover for 2018 since we hadn't done 2018 recap, but I said, that's dumb shit. It's over. It's too late, man. It's fucking already like the 8th and shit. So I do have one item I'm going to bring up, man. I can't resist. 2018 item. Then we're going to talk about superstar R. Kelly.
Yes, the guy.
It's a must. We must discuss this.
Daddy.
We're going to discuss, can we separate the art from the artist? Mm-hmm. Why are we so willing to do so? Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about John London as well. He stepped up and said some things I want to discuss.
From the house party?
Ain't that nigga? No, I'm sorry. Oh, that's funny.
John Legend.
Say John London, huh? John
92.3
Legend.
the beat.
I'm like, damn.
Like, where that nigga at?
I'm like, damn, that nigga came out of...
Niggas was surprised when they
where
found out
was
John
he?
London was white.
I
He was
know.
like, God damn, he white?
Made all
man.
his jokes not funny anymore.
Yeah,
He
Lil
was
Crackhead, all that shit was
Daryl,
funny.
Yeah, that shit was funny
Yeah,
anymore.
shut the hell up, John London.
This is an LA thing
No,
for you
John
internet
Legend.
people.
Wait, hey, POTUS, you know John London, right? Why did you put your head down? You don't like him? Oh, okay.
That's where Shirley Strawberry got her start. That was like
I know.
first Shirley Strawberry.
Exactly.
There was a second Shirley.
Yeah, he was funny. No,
He was funny. He was
Shirley
funny.
Strawberry was something else, right?
No, she started on John London before Steve Harvey.
Yeah, but she changed her name, right?
I don't know.
I think she was something else. I don't know. Anyway,
She was
after
Shirley
that,
Curly.
we're going to play a quick
Curly
game
Shirley.
called Fuck, Marry, Kill. I'll explain.
Okay.
Fuck, Mary, kill.
All right. So, Melrose, give us a quick little, what you been doing, man, during the hiatus, man? What we miss for the Melrose Files?
It's so much going on, man. But I want to say Thursday we are premiering the 98 Problems feature film out in Long Beach. We have our movie premiere. Very excited
That's
about
what's up.
that.
Shit.
I've been trying a podcast with my two sons that has opened up a can of family worms.
Ooh, take trying out the game.
Oh no, it's been a
It's
trial and
happening.
error. It's been a trial
Really?
like the OJ trial. It's
Wait,
been
are
a
they looking
trial.
at you differently now, Melrose?
I'm looking at them different.
Really? Oh, shit.
I'm looking at
Really?
them different. Yeah.
They let you into their world a little too much?
Yeah. But a lot of great things are happening, man. Baby's
okay.
getting big. Business is going. Everything the same.
Yeah. Growing. What about you, Dwan?
Same shit. No, I mean, things is going good. You know what I
Same
mean?
shit, past that.
Yeah, because I got, the company Breakthrough Advocacy Services is going well.
Wow.
Yeah.
My website still ain't up, but that's been technical difficulties. The domain name and all that shit is bought, but I've been dealing with
Man.
the programmers. It's been
Yeah.
back
You must have a
and forth.
nigga with locks doing your site.
I already know. Nigga.
Nigga with locks is going to drag
I'll
his
be
feet.
back.
Yeah. I need one more
Yeah,
minute.
so it's been a drag on the content end, but that ain't slowed the company down. I've done 7 IEPs and won all 7 of them hoes, and
Really?
What's
know
the
what I
IP?
mean?
Don't call them hoes, man. You shouldn't call
I
them
call them hoes. I won them all.
Man.
Yeah, that's what it is. If you got a child with special education, you know what an IEP is.
Oh,
if you don't,
Okay.
if your child needs special education, I win all those lawsuits. And so,
Melrose, did you have a IEP?
I didn't.
You did not.
That's
You
why I don't
slipped-
know what it is.
It slipped past you, huh?
yeah, I know he didn't have one. He would have been asking questions if he did.
Yeah. Like,
Because
ooh,
I thought it out there. If somebody got a question, I'm like, okay, so you was a nigga in class slowing shit down. Nah, but I'm just messing around. But like for real, like the company Breakthrough is going good. My mentoring clients are going good. Yeah, it's all going good.
Man, that's what life is, man. It gets better, man.
I
Not
took a
worse,
step back
man.
from comedy to take care of business, and I'm not regretting it one bit.
That is a smart
I
move.
love it, man. You got to do that shit for the rest
Yeah,
of your life,
No
though.
fun,
You
ain't
know
no
what I
funny
mean?
without finance.
Real, man.
I ain't
the
sleeping on
joke.
nobody's couch. Like most comics got stories. I sleep on this couch. I ain't sleeping on. I'm sleeping on my motherfucking bed. I ain't playing that game. Ain't no starving artists here. You see how fat I am, America?
Nigga
Ain't gonna
can't
be
be,
no
on no
starving artist
sidewalk,
over here.
nigga. God damn it.
What about you, Mike? What you been up to these last 3 months,
you know
man?
what, man? I actually just got rid of the flu, man. It was bad, man. I got that shit the day before Christmas, man. It was fucked up, man. I mean, I'm through with it, but that was my last week and a half, man. It was
I'm
not
just gonna
cool.
get over a sinus infection. That's why I'm still coughing and shit.
Really?
Damn, nigga.
It's rough, man. Man, we got a humidifier.
It's cold.
A humidor.
LA was like 51 the other night, 48. 40. Man, that's cold as shit.
That nigga 3-month recap was a 2-week. Must have been a
Man,
That flu
Oh,
must
let me
have
tell you
been
what
a
I did,
motherfucker.
man. I had a fucking colonoscopy.
Okay.
How you say that shit? Colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy?
Man, I
So
had
you
to
had
do
something
that
rammed in
shit.
your ass?
Man, I had to do it, man. It was crazy, bro. It was. I feel violated to this day, man. Really, it's like the niggas rolled me in a room with other niggas that was getting the same shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
It started with niggas saying get undressed and lead it back out. You know what I mean? You put the little shit on, dude. So I did that shit, man.
All your niggas in the same room doing it?
Niggas
Niggas had curtain though. We had
Okay.
Y'all got gangbang with
we
curtains.
had like curtains. So the shit was a trip though, man. The part of it is a trip is that they gotta put you out when they do this shit, right? When they put the
Okay,
scope in
that's
you.
cool though. They said put you out. Okay.
So the nigga rolled me into the room and shit. Motherfucker was like, all right, lay on your side and shit. And the nigga like said, all right, give him like 2 cc's or blah blah blah. And he put the shit in the IV. And then I was laying there, and the motherfucker took the damn little probe or whatever it is and like
His finger.
commenced. The nigga commenced the insertion. And I was like, hey man, wait, hold on. And he was like, you feel that? I was like, yeah. He was like, give him another 1.25 TTCCs type shit, nigga. And I was like, man, that's some bullshit, man. And that's the last thing I remember, nigga. That shit went through quick, nigga. When I woke up, I was not in that room. I was in another room. They pushed me to another whole place, dude. And I was like, damn, man, like, these niggas could have done anything to me. If niggas got this shit on tape, man, I'm finished. That's all I was thinking, like, man, what the fuck, dude? It was crazy, man.
That's one of the things.
You
Where
put
it's
a lot
like,
of trust in these doctors, man.
it's good they put you out.
It's good.
You know what I mean? Because I was thinking that you had to be like awake while that shit was going in your ass, and I wouldn't be cool with that.
Nah, man.
But on the other end, you what you been out, you're not sure if he put that thing in your ass and he had 1 or 2 hands on your shoulders. That's the only thing.
That's the part
You
I'm
did that
talking
shit
about.
with 2 hands on your shoulders,
You
and
don't
that'd be
know
a problem.
what this nigga did, man. I don't have to beat a nigga ass. If a tape come out, nigga, you getting your ass whooped. That's for sure, man. Anyway, I had that happen, man. But I'm at the 50 mark, man. You got to get it done, bro.
No doubt.
I fought it for the longest. But
Man, I bet
I'm
you
approaching that. I'm
man.
approaching that procedure.
you got to get it done. You got to be smart.
People going around. I had a prostate check one time in my life, and they did that shit while I was awake. I felt so goddamn violated.
Oh, me too, man.
I'm like, man,
I did it at the same time.
Man, I looked at that motherfucker's finger like, man, fuck you.
Yeah. Oh,
the
man,
Man
that shit
Me
was
Too
not cool,
movement.
man. Hey, look, let me tell you this, bro. The way the nigga did me, okay, see, these two things, one triggered the other. Because I did the prostate shit first, and then he told me, all right, now you got to do this. The motherfucker was so quick with the shit. I was like, he was like, okay, you got to like kind of like lean over. I was like, oh. And then I was like, dude, okay, wait.
Here's my whole thing when it comes to prostate exams.
It's rough, bro.
They got X-ray machines. They got MRI machines. They got all these machines that can see all up in your body. These niggas can put some motherfucking stickies on your heart to see how that's beeping.
Yeah.
Why can't you just take a picture of my ass and know if my prostate's all right?
Yeah.
Why you gotta go putting your finger on this shit?
Yeah.
Dr. Herkowitz, what the fuck is your problem?
Man. Any callers, man?
Old
had
school
this
medicine.
shit done, man. It's crazy. Old school medicine.
Old school
These
medicine.
niggas is getting their extras off, man. That's what I think, man. I don't know if anybody been violated. Anyway, let's keep it moving, man. Let's talk about a couple trending items, man.
Let's speak on it.
A couple trending items. Not the general shit that everybody else talks about. I found 3 little stories I want to talk about.
Okay.
Very good for our people. Over 1 million former felons in Florida just had their voting rights restored. What do y'all think about that?
Hey, wait till after the election and do it, but cool.
But apparently they voted it in the summer and it just went in effect.
That's
now.
cool.
Yeah.
Because I don't think your right to vote should be taken away.
Exactly, man. At a minimum, you still got to say so, especially if you've been locked up. To me, you get like extra vote and shit. So 1 million people, and you think of who the former felons are in Florida, man, they got to be mostly black, dude. You know what I mean?
You
so
think?
Would you not think? That's how they
Usually
are
when they do
everywhere.
shit, in America, usually how America works, when the law passes for everyone, it disproportionately like negatively affects us. So if it's a million, play this.
Except for felons, though.
But I'm saying, if it's a million, it didn't say all felons. It said 1 million felons.
Yeah, 1 million former felons.
And so, yeah,
you said they could've cherry-picked them?
that'd be one of the things where it's like, okay, probably 10% of the former ones was black, and the other 90% was everybody else. Like 90% of white felons got their shit like expunged and they can vote, but like 40% of black people that felons can now vote. It be shit like that.
Yeah,
you
never
gotta
know.
check the numbers afterwards.
You never know. True that. But even if, for whatever the reason, motherfuckers, whoever got their votes back, I thought that was cool because I never seen
That's
that
still
shit.
cool.
I never
either
seen
way.
that shit happen.
It's still cool.
In my
overrated.
little days. What'd you say, Melrose?
Voting's overrated.
Oh, voting's overrated.
Yeah, it's overrated.
Oh, so they don't need their rights back, really?
I don't think they've been missing them.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
What do you mean? Like they're not going to vote anyway?
I don't think they're going to vote anyway.
Really? Are you a non-voter, Melrose?
I am a non-voter.
Have you never voted?
I have never voted.
Oh, and you're proud of that, huh? You're saying it with a smile.
It's not even about being proud. It's just where I stand.
Are you lazy?
No.
Or are you just not participating in the game?
In the bullshit.
Oh, so you are saying like I'm not even gonna get down with the bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not.
What about the
gonna-
local dudes? Like you can get like some local shit that could happen.
I don't
for you.
even vote locally.
Really.
No.
Do
I'm
you-
about taking control of your own community.
Have you ever seen a
everything.
voting booth? Have you ever been to one and just even seen what it looked like?
No.
Have you ever sent your name in, like just in case? So they don't even know you live in?
I am a registered voter. If that's
Oh,
what
you
you're
are a
asking,
registered
yes.
voter. Oh, okay, you just.
I'm
Okay.
just not participating.
I hear where you're coming from. He making
Yeah,
sense. He
I
makes
mean,
sense.
that's definitely a position. Like, the thing is, the whole shit is a game. You know what I mean? And you gotta decide what you gonna play in it or not. And shit, the whole shit is like a game.
This thing is partially game, but it's also a science. And that's why they have political science, because politics is a whole science behind that. And if you understand the science of it, then there are ways you can leverage the political process.
I think
But just
so.
going around and sitting saying, hey, I'm going to vote Democrat and hope that they do something for black folks, that shit don't work, black people. It ain't worked. It's one of the things where, like, if
Why you do the voice though?
because we be like, do people be vicious on people who didn't vote? Yeah. Oh, you didn't vote? Our ancestors died for the right to vote.
You know it.
And I'll be like, look, you're right. But our ancestors also died for the right to read. So read a fucking political science book and understand how to leverage your vote.
Niggas wanted the right to read, and your ass ain't reading, nigga.
They were killed. They didn't die for it.
Yeah, they were killed.
They were killed for all kind of reasons. Like,
being black?
I want to fucking eat in the same restaurant as you. Now you telling me I got to go to the fucking Denny's and sit down and eat with white people because my people died for this right?
Yeah, black people, they died for walking on the wrong side of the sidewalk. It's like they died because they was black. Right? Don't go give me some emotional. Don't go getting Oprah, John Legend, and all these niggas that come down and say,
John
vote.
Legend, shut the fuck up.
Why don't you go ahead and vote? Then you had Obama talking about something, vote. If you want to keep my legacy, you didn't do shit when it came down to the people getting shot. So what the fuck we got to keep?
All right, man. Next item, man. Fans are apparently fed up with The Bachelor, who is a virgin this year. They're fed up with the Bachelor virgin jokes.
There's a virgin bachelor?
The Bachelor this year is a virgin. I say,
So
if
he
you
says.
and he's 27 years old. So he fucking says, Melrose. Look, if you're 27 and you're a virgin still, you're a fucking loser, nigga. Get on The Biggest Loser. Don't get on The Bachelor. Bachelor's for
Niggas who fucking.
Yeah, man. It's getting cracking, man.
Bachelor for niggas.
This ain't no introductory. This isn't for introduction. Like, hey, man.
Romper room.
Right. Dating 101 here, man. Live on TV. No, nigga, you a fucking loser, man. Play catch up, man.
ChristianMingle.com
That's if it's even
is what
true.
you were looking for.
Yeah. I don't want a hoe.com. That's what he wants, man. I don't know, man. So, The Bachelor, and I guess the ladies are now trying to figure out who gonna take his virginity type shit. Did niggas watch that shit?
No, I don't watch that shit. I can't tell you if I've ever seen an episode.
I think
of
you've
The Bachelor.
watched that because it caught your eye.
I have watched
Yeah, I think that.
I have followed multiple seasons, by the way, but that's because I live with a woman, and you know, she controls the good TV. No, I have another TV, but she controls the good TV.
Yeah, that's how it is, Miles. But I just go to the garage and smoke weed when you watching that bullshit.
That 4K has The Bachelor on. Huh?
Well, it gives me good ammunition to laugh at niggas and to talk about how whack these chicks be acting behind these niggas. It gives me good ammo, bro. I'll tell you, man. I get a lot of mileage out of it. All right. Last one I want to talk about. In Paris, the first nudist restaurant is officially closing its doors. There's a nudist restaurant in Paris.
You can go in nude and eat?
You must go in nude and eat.
Wow.
What's the purpose? Like, I guess it's
being, one with the food and shit.
Because it's like the people who participate nude usually the ones you don't want to see nude.
Exactly.
Like, you ever go to Miami Beach and went at the little topless beaches?
Oh,
it's never
niggas with
the thick, brown, and round that's participating in the nude part. They got clothes on.
Nah.
It's always the white, saggy, and baggy
with leather
and
titties.
old.
Nigga. They got leather titties and leather ass.
They be like 69 years old.
I would have to get whacked off at the table.
Oh, by the waitress?
By my date. Like,
by the
if
date?
I'm going to go to a, you know what I mean? I'm going to have to get whacked off.
How about a milkshake, baby?
Man. It's time for dessert.
I couldn't eat in a restaurant where everybody naked, man. I don't know, man. It's not my... I don't want to... That would spoil my appetite.
Anyone who wants to eat at a naked restaurant is usually ugly.
Right.
He's a fucking perv.
Fucking perv.
You got to be a perv.
Pretty people don't like doing shit like that. Pretty people get attention with clothes on, so you don't see pretty people doing shit like that.
No, they don't do shit like that. No.
Why are they closing their doors?
Basically, they didn't have enough customers.
I believe it.
Good.
Yeah, nobody wanted to
You
do
sitting in seats with your ass on the seat.
On a seat.
People don't wipe their ass when they go in the bathroom and you sitting on that seat.
And then
bare ass.
They got the cloth and shit that you put in your lap. Now you got cloth on your nuts and shit. Now another nigga gotta have the cloth necks and shit.
I'm not gonna put the cloth on my joint.
What
you gonna tuck it in your skin on your chest, nigga?
I'm not gonna even use it. Why do we need
nothing? You ain't got nothing on.
Where are we gonna catch the outburst from?
You don't want the hot ass soup to land on your situation.
No, I'm just not gonna go to that.
I agree, man. I ain't going to that fucking fuckboy shit. All right, man. That's the last of the trending items. Here's the only item I wanted to talk to since I haven't been around you guys. I want to talk about this from 2018. This is the only item, and this item is about a gentleman named John Allen Chow. This bitch ass nigga was a missionary that went to an island.
Oh yeah.
Trying to save some people that haven't been touched in 2,000 years and got shot up by arrows. Y'all know this story?
More than that. 50,000
Yeah, 10,000. Oh, 50?
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the brothers and sisters on East Sentinel Island.
Yeah.
North Sentinel Island, I'm sorry.
He wanted to save them?
Yeah. He wanted to save them
Jesus.
with Christianity.
Oh, okay.
And they're like the last, maybe not the last, but
no, they are like it could be people who don't know about. But here's the thing: North Sentinel Island is an island in the Indian Ocean, in the Sea of Bengal, just west of Malaysia, east of India, and it's right up in there. And like these are people who have gone untouched. They've been there for 50,000 years. They jet black people, and they've gone untouched, and they have their own society. And basically, they have a policy. Anyone who touches that sand can get it. Is going to get it.
Is going to get it.
And so you have journals from Marco Polo back in the 1200s where he wrote about don't go on that island.
Yeah.
You can fuck with them other islands around there, but don't go on North Sentinel Island. They'll kill your ass.
Yeah, they're not playing.
And then back in the late 1890s, there was a British explorer that went over there. And he kidnapped some people off the island.
Kidnapped them.
The two old people that he kidnapped died right away.
Yep.
And the kids he kidnapped gave him so much hell, they dropped them niggas back off a week later.
Because look, they die from the reason they say it's against the law to go there because they'll die from like a common cold and shit. You know, they don't even have no immune system built up for that shit, right? So they say like, don't fuck with them, they won't fuck with you. So this nigga goes on the fucking island, dude, and he went on one day
with a football.
He went one day, and they shot some warning shots at him, right? Hit the sand. Nigga went back day 2. This motherfucker
hit his Bible.
Shot this nigga's Bible, my nigga. Shot this nigga's Bible. And he was thinking like, oh, the Bible protected me. You know what I mean? This nigga is so, instead of thinking he's so good with this arrow that he can pop your Bible, nigga, from way back here. Popped him in his Bible. Next day, nigga came back the next day, bro. And nigga, they just tatted him up. Nigga, just arrows, nigga.
Died.
Killed that nigga. And then look, dragged him with a fucking vine around his neck across the beach and shit.
And buried him.
Because the dudes who dropped him off, stay way back, in the water. They're like, dude, everybody warned him. In the little town, they warned him, like, dude, you tripping fucking with these niggas. He's
fisherman.
Like, this nigga went over there. What did he have, a football?
He had
and
a football.
Bible and something else, man.
He had talking about something he wanted to spread the word of Jesus.
His ass up. Yeah.
These people been 50,000 years, no Jesus. They good.
Yeah, they good. Yeah.
We got...
They had this complex like they gotta like save the world.
That's that. But that's the mindset that they broke out of Europe with 500 years ago, where they came with that Bible and they left with the land. People kept the Bible and they got the land.
There must not be anything of real value there because they have gone untouched for 50,000 years.
Shit.
You could say that.
If there was a real resource,
we don't know
because, like I said, they're the smartest black people on earth.
Yeah,
you don't touch that island. Like it's and I read on it. It's so densely covered in trees. The satellite imagery can't really get into what's going on down there, and
they can't count. They don't know to count.
I read the report. They said how they did the census. What do you call that? The census.
Yeah.
The census basically a ship rolled up to the beach. They saw 15 people on the beach and said, "This is as far as we go. It's 15 people on this motherfucking island." And that's how they took the census.
Oh yeah.
Because that's who they saw on the beach. They have like a whole. If you go on there,
how big is the island?
It's about the size of Rhode Island.
It's like 6 by 4 miles.
About the size of Manhattan, they say.
Yeah, 6 by 4 miles.
Yeah,
25 square miles.
It's about the size of Manhattan.
Kind of big, but small, but kind of big. You know what I mean? Like you could go. Definitely. You could live on that motherfucker forever. You know what I mean? It's that big. It ain't no little island where you just lost, but it's
and did
small.
You know the movie King Kong Skull Island is an allegory for that island?
Oh, is it?
It's that whole Skull Island concept. An island of these gorillas over here that's never been touched by humanity. That's always been like an allegory for North Central Island. Like
I bet
it bothers these white motherfuckers that they can't go on that motherfucker. It really bothers them.
It does.
They would love to figure out how they're doing it without the resources and technology.
Back when that last tsunami
no electricity.
When that tsunami happened back in 2004, they sent the helicopter to check on the people. Them motherfuckers came out with an arrow and hit the helicopter. Nigga, we good.
Yeah, they bad.
Fuck on out of here.
Melrose. Them motherfuckers bad as shit, dude. That's all they do.
All the technology we got, we get fucked up by tsunamis and hurricanes.
Right.
They was good.
They won with the nature, man. All right, look, let's play a little pop tune right quick, man. We're going to come back talking about this R. Kelly shit, man. Y'all ready for this shit, man? Because we not fucking holding no fucking tongues, man. For real. Let's roll with it, man. Let's play a little pop tune. I don't know what I'm saying.
Hey, man, I love that loveliness right there. From sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. From sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. From sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. You a thunderstorm and I'm Katrina. I'm a big giant and you Thumbelina. I saw my first reggae show with Tipatinas with Pato Bantan smoking his Sensamina. You dress like a ballerina. I'm a Leo, the real king, like Regina. I prefer the shotgun over the Nina and the Rego over the Six Fina. I put my saw on your neck like talking Tina. I be jogging this shit, so I'm walking leaner. My mom just died, so I'm talking meaner. I'm looking for Inglewood, has anybody seen her? I heard she fucked with Hawthorne on the side and smoke and drink with Gardena. I'm the middle line between good and bad, like the Los Angeles sports arena. You got roses in your bowl like Pasadena. I be with a gang of niggas like Altadena. They call us niggas and Mexicans wetbacks. It's how they keep that wedge between us. Can't fuck with me. From sea to sea, hey, from sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. From sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. Call me a nigga, that's the least of my worries. Niggas be busting off these shots and flurries. It's a beautiful thing like Keith Murray. Like Flavor said, yo, my vision ain't blurry. If you want some, step up, hurry, hurry. I'm stuck on the pot like the juices of curry, and I still can't see out this hole. I'm supposed to feel rich though. I got skin to gold. Let the story be told.
Call in right now. If niggas wanted to call in right now, man, I would come with the real. But you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Hey, can we get some callers, y'all, please, man?
323-293-3375.
Look, I know we got some people watching this, man, and I know y'all got some opinions on this, man. So if you please call in, man, we want to get a caller. So let's talk about this, man. Right now, a special on Lifetime, Surviving R. Kelly, is making a lot of noise. First question first. Have you guys watched any of these episodes?
I have watched.
You have watched. How far have you gotten?
I'm on 6.
Oh, you're on 6. Oh, I think the 6 is the last one, I think.
6 is the last one?
Okay, so I'm only up to 4. Have you seen it at all?
You niggas ain't making no money off me.
You ain't seen it?
I've been on here creep for 25 years. What the fuck I need to watch that shit for?
Oh, okay. All right. So this shit is bringing up a lot of noise right now, and I think we should talk about it because this is some serious shit. Now, first things first, I'm just going to say my opinion. I'm tired of these motherfuckers out here fucking fronting like they some dumbasses and can't tell when a grown man is fucking with little kids, nigga. I don't give a fuck how hot the music is. I don't care how many times at the wedding you dance to the goddamn wedding song and all that shit, man. It's beautiful, man. Dude is a gifted guy musically. Let's put that nigga in a cell and get a nigga all the musical instruments from here to Bangladesh, nigga, and let that nigga create songs forever. But he need not ever be around no little girls no more, man. I saw the motherfucking tape myself, so I don't care about all your goddamn excuses and shit about, well, they're not credible, or, nigga, that bitch lying right there, or, nigga, I like you remind me of my Jeep. All that shit, nigga, shut the fuck up, dude. This nigga pissed on a little fucking girl, bro, and pissed on her face and her body and in her mouth, nigga. So he deserves everything he got coming to him.
My only thing is this. Why I ain't watch? Why I ain't getting into all that hoopla and all that nonsense? The nigga was filling Aaliyah up all in their videos way back in 94.
Yes.
He married a 15-year-old he married her when she was 15.
Yes.
He got caught pissing on a girl. All this shit happened in the 90s. So why the fuck was people paying attention to him after that? If that's a problem. You know what I mean? That's not, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things to me where it's like, okay, we always knew homie was a creep.
Right.
At the end of the day, people were like, well, why isn't he in jail? Because the parents didn't press charges. Nobody pressed charges. He on video pissing on somebody, and the person getting pissed on is saying, that ain't me. Yeah. And her family is like,
that's what it is, though.
That ain't her.
That's what it is.
So,
more than anything, she denied it.
The problem is, R. Kelly is a problem. But because it's two sides to every story, it's a yin and yang to everything. The other problem is the people who are in it ain't pressing charges. So they taking money. So if you're taking money,
they're selling their kids.
Exactly. That's called being pimped. These parents are pimps. They pimping their kids out for money in exchange. And if any of these pimp ass parents stood up and filed charges, this motherfucker would have been in jail and he wouldn't have been able to piss on nobody else. But because these selfish ass parents pimp their kids out for money, and I'm tired of you motherfuckers saying this is a deflection. It's not a deflection. God damn it, it's multiple sides to arguments. You cannot focus on R. Kelly without focusing on what
you can't focus on
thing.
R. Kelly, though.
I said you can do both. Thing is, if you, like me personally, I'm a counselor, so I work with people with victims of molestation. Yeah. So I don't need a Lifetime movie to let me know this shit is wrong. I knew this shit was wrong 20 years ago, so I didn't buy the Chocolate Factory. So now,
same with me.
I ain't fucked with R. Kelly since 12 Play.
Well, let me see this.
And
man.
so this is one of them things.
I haven't fucked with him since I saw the tape. Before I saw the tape, here's the thing with Aaliyah, right? I knew that shit was wrong. Like, this nigga fucking married a little girl, nigga. What the fuck? But I was like, I think I was younger, man. I was kind of confused. I was thinking like, well, damn, some different laws and shit. And she lied and said she was 18 when she was really 15. And I don't know, man, but once I saw that motherfucking tape in early 2000 or 2001, whenever it came out, nigga, I was done, man. I had to see nothing else, dude. I had to hear nothing else. I ain't bought no motherfucking albums. Fuck that nigga, man. For real, man. That's how I
think
feel.
this is a part of American culture, though. Like, America was built on these kind of acts and activities, and the fact that they're making R. Kelly the scapegoat in this whole thing, I think that is wrong, because this has been going on in entertainment forever.
How's he being an scapegoat, though?
I mean, I think this
he really did this shit.
I feel you, Melrose.
I think there's plenty of people who have been doing this, who everybody knows get down like this. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like,
I'm with you. Like R. Kelly. This is what I'm gonna say. R. Kelly's been a scapegoat. Jerry Lee Lewis, 13-year-old, got with her. Elvis Presley got with Priscilla Presley at 14. Let's come back to this century. Rob Lowe was on camera in 1988, fucking a 16-year-old. Let's talk about what's going on right now. Kevin Spacey's actually on trial now. So while we focus on a Lifetime documentary with parents who don't want to prosecute, we got an actor that's on trial now. Charlie Sheen has given women AIDS, and he's fucked with 13 and 14-year-olds. That bitch Brooke Shields first spread in Playboy was at the age of 10. So what I'm saying is this happens all over the place. My only question is, Lifetime, why are you dedicating your resources to talk about R. Kelly when the leader, Les Moonves of CBS, just got fired for the same shit? Like these motherfuckers, you got this. It's like an epidemic problem.
The American government is flying in pepperoni pizzas all the time, aka young girls. Let me get a slice. I want to order two extra smalls. This is a culture in which America is built on, and the fact that they're making R. Kelly the face of it, I think is the problem.
That's a problem. Our own president.
I don't get how they're making him the face of it. It's only because it's just happening like right now.
This shit's been happening for 2 decades. There's been the movie of
the Jerry Lee Lewis story. I fucking saw the movie myself.
I mean, it wasn't no 6-part series that had. And did you notice?
What?
Did you notice this one? I did turn to the shit for a little bit, and I saw a commercial break. Every other commercial was a donate to me too, donate to this, but none of that money ever go back to black women. It always go to these white organizations and never comes back to us. But they use our face to get the money. That's what I'm saying right here with R. Kelly is. We have a thing that's happening right now in Hollywood. I mean, not just in Hollywood. It's happening in our own president. Russia said it has video of our own president pissing on a woman in their hotel in Russia. So
what that got to do with R. Kelly?
What I'm saying is this: it's a systemic, endemic problem of the nation. But you're making seem like it's one. That's what they do. But just because they do it, don't mean I got to accept it. That means I have to say, hold on, why are you focusing all this energy on some old news when we actually have current news of bigger stars than R. Kelly on trial now?
And I think,
huh?
It's not old news if he's still doing
right.
But so is Kevin Spacey. So is Charlie Sheen.
He said he on trial, right?
Huh?
Yeah, you said he on trial,
Kevin
right?
Spacey, you know what happened? So
you're saying somebody didn't make a movie about the nigga yet? Is that what you're?
They're not going to make a movie about it.
I think the gripe is if we're going to do a 6-part series on this subject, we need more characters. We need to show how this situation is an epidemic in Hollywood, and it's not just an R. Kelly thing. This is an entertainment thing. This is an American government thing. This is a sick society thing.
And
it's just not R. Kelly. Like we just.
How do you know all those things though?
It's public information.
I'm gonna give you a name.
You've been hearing about it.
I'm gonna give you a name.
It's coming out in the media.
But there's no strong.
I'm gonna give you a name.
This is a current, recent one. That's why we're talking about.
I'm gonna give you a name. Jeffrey Epstein. Anybody know who he is?
I do not.
No.
Well, Jeffrey Epstein. This is also current right now. Jeffrey Epstein.
But nobody gives a fuck about him because nobody don't know who he is.
No, they should, because this person right here is like, this person right here gets women for our politicians, actors, and then what he does is he actually owns his own island where over 80 women have reported being raped, underage girls, heads of state, businessmen, All these people, this motherfucker finally got on trial and then got 13 months of a house arrest, and they still allow him to travel to his private island to do this shit to girls now?
Nigga, there's way more scummier motherfuckers in the world than even that. It's not a challenge, a contest to see who's the scummiest motherfucker.
Yes, it is.
Right now, there's a current discussion about one scummy motherfuckers that niggas refuse to accept that he's scummy.
Everybody knows.
That's a false narrative.
Bullshit.
That's a false narrative.
I know these motherfuckers.
Most niggas know.
You've been on it, but that's not everybody, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, niggas are defending this motherfucker.
Some people.
What?
Most dudes are saying fuck R. Kelly, but at the same time, he ain't gonna be the only one.
Defending this nigga.
Most dudes say
I don't know anybody defending R. Kelly, but I haven't seen this is not a defensive stand to R. Kelly. But I'm saying if we're going to talk about entertainment predators, we can't just it's like we're going to run the face of this campaign on this man. You know,
it's not a campaign,
it is,
bro. It's a current event.
And you know, but I'm saying, but if it's a current event, we gonna spread that. Let's go.
The campaign is mute R. Kelly.
Let's go to two more.
Trending right now on Twitter, nigga's number one.
Let's go to two more.
That's what it is.
That's marketing and advertising.
Let's go to two more examples right now.
It's marketing.
Hey, Mike, two more examples.
Incapable of talking about like just a current event.
I'm giving you another current event. Just in this month.
But I'm not disputing
the
like
Archdiocese. I'm saying the LA Times last week said the Archdiocese of Orange County got accused and got notified of 100 molestations in Orange County, 72 in LA County. That's current event. That's current news.
Scumbags since the beginning of
time.
So
let's do something about it.
But still,
I'm saying
we want to talk about these priests. What
R. Kelly's doing right now.
We've talked about the priests on this very show.
For people who care about solving molestation and rape, what this R. Kelly does is gives us a chance to discuss solving molestation and rape. But if you keep it focused on one individual, it's not going to solve the problem.
And without saying that
this has only been fucking 2 days. I mean, 1 week.
Does anybody care that it's black girls that this is happening to? The priest and all that shit. And
that's what I'm saying.
Hollywood
like, why are you
stars,
even bringing them niggas
They are
in?
not doing it to young black girls.
Exactly.
Can we care about the young black girls?
Yes,
right.
we can. Yes, we can.
Especially the one that got pissed on,
I think it's a weak argument when people bring up other pedophiles.
Yeah.
It's not.
What's the purpose, though?
I'm going to tell you the purpose. Because I do care about the young black girls, but different.
But let's talk about them.
Let's talk about it.
Let's not even waste our minutes on them other motherfuckers. It's Eldridge, whoever.
Question. Were you listening when I started?
I'm clear, man.
The first thing I said when we started was
the
girl. I talked about the girls. I said their parents are pimping these girls.
Yes.
If we're going to talk about rape, we got to talk about it all. Yes. And as a counselor, I've dealt with over 60 rape victims, and almost every time there was a family member that knew what was going on.
The closest person is always a family member.
If we're going to talk about this, we have to go back to exactly where I started before I went to other people. I said the family knew, and R. Kelly could have been in jail if the family filed charges. I'm talking about mama and daddy. How the fuck can we care more than mama and daddy?
Charges were filed, bro. The girl did not. But so what? It don't matter who it's by.
If the
girl didn't testify, bro. She testified and said it wasn't her. That killed everything.
So at the end of the...
She was controlling this little girl, bro.
But she also had
in
adults.
Her mind.
But what about the adults, the auntie that was responsible?
They need their ass whooped too, but we're not talking about them.
No. You have to.
You don't.
Because they're legal guardians. By law. Literally by law, we got to talk about them.
No, you don't.
No. If we're talking about a minor, by law, we have to talk about the parents. Because the parents, by law,
nigga,
yes.
No police in here,
by
nigga.
law, the parents are
by law, nigga? This ain't the court.
Because I'm talking about solving your problem that's rape. You guys said, what about the girls? I deal with these girls all the time. And I see a consistent strain in the problem. There's a consistency I see in rape.
I'm with you on
that. And that's family who are complicit in the problem. If we say, okay, what if we did like they do with these RICO laws? Okay, if you knew this person was being raped and you didn't say nothing, you go to jail too. That shit would probably end 90% of these rapes overnight, because most of the time people know it ain't saying shit, and these children are left isolated because the grown people want to get all emotional about the shit and hide family secrets and say that's a family secret, and I want to protect Uncle Earl. I want to protect Auntie Ray Ray.
All the motherfuckers,
and so
exactly.
The child is left isolated and alone, because when I get to talking about what about the family, people want to get defensive. Well, hell, if the family was in line, that nigga R. Kelly would have been in jail 20 years ago.
Look, that's all I'm talking about. What you saying right now, that's all I'm talking about, bro. Bringing up the little Johnny Appleseed motherfuckers in this discussion, fuck them, man.
R. Kelly's a creep. R. Kelly should be in jail, and what else is there to say?
And he would be in jail if family prosecuted.
And R. Kelly would be in jail if all of the victims were little Caucasian girls.
Now
we all understand this.
Bingo.
We all understand.
That's not even true too, because Jeffrey Epstein, all his victims are Caucasian girls. They don't give a fuck.
But he's Caucasian. So when a black man is doing that to white girls, that's a bigger problem.
That changes it all.
Another problem is, this is something that they're isolating on a black man. Because now if we're going to start talking about black men and black women, this is another problem. Like, he is being prosecuted in public for being a black man. This is a black man issue, too.
It is.
It's a black man issue, too. And if we're going to talk about little black girls being a problem, we have to talk about why is it that black men get treated like this publicly when white men are doing the same damn thing and going partying.
You the king of saying you can't expect what happens with white men to happen with black men. You the king of that.
I understand that, but we have to look at it and say, okay, this is a problem. And R. Kelly too is a victim. Like hurt people hurt people.
That's right.
That is a fact. He is admitted, I have been molested. Molested people go on to molest people.
That's right.
This is a vicious cycle that we're facing. R. Kelly is a problem, and he has a problem. Like, that's not to be undermined or dodged. Like, we all know what this is. This is a fucking this situation is generational. R. Kelly's kids will probably fucking be in that kind of situation
because it's passed down.
It's generational. It's societal. Like, R. Kelly needs help, and he hasn't been helped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
so it's not just about...
And like they said earlier, he's still doing it. One thing about guilt breeds more bad behavior. You don't help nobody by guilting them. You help them. And going back to what you asked earlier, why do I bring up white people? Why do I bring up the Catholic Church? Here's the reason why. Y'all call me encyclopedia? Well, let me give you some history.
What year we start?
Historically, when America wants to change laws, they make a black person the face of the problem and follow through with laws that disproportionately affect black people. We ask, why are so many black men in prison? Why is the prison population boomed up? Well, because when black faces are used for things, no one gives a fuck when black people get thrown in jail for that. Let's start. I'm going to be real quick. We want to start with how did marijuana laws get passed? Marijuana laws, they tried for hundreds of years to pass marijuana laws.
Not hundreds.
They tried going back to the 1700s.
Black men get horny and want to rape white women.
No. Marijuana was legal till 31.
Till 7. Yeah, but they tried. I said they tried to make it illegal for over 100 years before that. Well, how they made it illegal was Harry Oslinger, the guy who was in control of the FDA at the time. Well, it wasn't called the FDA back then. He said marijuana is more likely to get black men hyper-violent and sexualized and rape white women. Those black men and listen to jazz. Right. That was a story that got marijuana laws, illegal. How did they go around and get those trafficking laws? The boxer, Jack Johnson, these black men get these white women and they're hypersexual, so we need to pass laws that you cannot take a white person across the street, across the state lines, but only black people get convicted for this shit. Then how did we pass all these laws that we have on the books right now When we passed 3 strikes, what was it? Willie
they're
Horton.
designed to put us
They
in
used
prison.
Willie
They gotta
Horton.
fill the prison with
so
something.
the thing is, if you read the book,
They gotta fill the prison some
and
kind
if
of
you
way.
want to talk
What you
about, if you want to talk about saving the girls, let's read
all these laws are
Queen
designed.
Mother. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing breaks this down so eloquently in her book, The ISIS Papers, how in Nazi Germany, how they always used Jews as the face of everything bad.
I think you made your point,
And
man.
that got
I think you made your point. You have to give us like 15.
I'm telling you this. The end result is black men die.
Yes.
And so that's a concern.
Yes.
So I'm going to bring up when we're being disproportionately criminalized on the camera because we ultimately die because of that. And get disproportionately locked up in prison because of that.
I mean, that's
directly.
good dialogue. Yeah, that's good dialogue.
I just think in a 6-part series, we could have highlighted a lot more people who are dealing with some of the same issues. And I get to that we're dealing with the fact that these are young black girls, and sometimes cases against young black girls go unrecognized. But 2, we have to look at the aspect that this is a black man too being put as the face of predatory behavior. I believe could mute R. Kelly, like he's becoming the face.
It should have been 2 weeks, bro. How's he the face now?
He is.
2 weeks from now, that shit will be gone, bro, and it'd be back to him being the same creep he always was. Like this nigga just said. This shit is just current, man. You guys, you're getting caught up. Like
going back to what you said, there were a lot of current events, and there's a lot of rape.
Still,
but only one person's on camera.
Still, my nigga, look, everybody.
Why is only one man on camera? When
that's what they do,
a lot of people
man.
doing it.
That's what they do.
Well, I understand what they do, but it's on us to say, hey, look, you got to ring alarm bells. Hey, look, this is how the Jews got exterminated in Nazi Germany.
Motherfuckers get
Y'all
this
were
shit
doing
right,
this shit.
though. Sometimes they get it right, man. And pointing out, dude, think of the little girls that watch this show that could be getting trapped by a motherfucker that's like trying to like lure them in.
You
with,
better
like,
hope they
their
parents don't
cars
want
and
to
their
sell
jewels.
them.
But every time they don't really get like the possibility of having good parents, man. They don't all have that shit, man. So maybe they could learn from this situation and be like, damn, my nigga be kind of controlling me like that and shit. And this shit could lead to whatever, man. Like, fucking little girls could learn from this shit, bro. You got to look at, like, all the sides of it. This is a black woman who produced this show about this person. This is not like
that don't mean anything. All your skin folks ain't your kin folks.
All y'all niggas could
you can't impress me with that, Mike.
I don't care if you're impressed or not. All y'all niggas can fucking like all the names you named and the other people and all these folks. Niggas can literally create their own documentaries about them niggas. You ain't got to sit back and be like, oh, nobody ain't talking about them. You literally have the power. You know what I mean? This is just one documentary. About a nigga that pissed on a fucking little black girl.
But there are documentaries like called An Open Secret about Bryan Singer, who just won the Golden Globe this past Sunday. But yeah, so there are documentaries with people who are still in Hollywood who've been exposed. The difference is the white ones still get to win awards.
Unfortunately,
you know what I mean. Yeah, it's unfortunately, but
unfortunately
we can't.
In this world, man.
In this white world, the world is like that, and it'll continue to be like that if you allow it to happen. The world got this way. The world. They have their advantages because they push for them. So it's time for maybe
advantages for one reason.
They
nigga.
push for them.
Gunpowder, nigga.
That's pushing for them.
And evil.
I sorely feel for all of the young girls trapped in situations like that, and to the parents of all the victims, it is a horrendous situation. Like it's no
to the parents of these to the parents.
It's a terrible
guardians.
These parents are lousy
to any guardian
parents
who took money and silence in exchange for a child's sexual organs. You're dog shit, and you're as much of the problem because you actually have the power to put these people in prison, but you don't exercise it.
And anybody letting their child,
prison, nigga. How about
anybody
graveyard?
allowing
in the graveyard,
their child to go in private with a known pedophile,
on camera pedophile.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
There are a lot of layers to this onion. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like at the end of the day, like if you let your little boy go with Michael Jackson, like, you know, I heard all the rumors, but he said he wanted to sleep with Mike.
Right.
And he says that this is his dream, and who am I to stop him for, you know what I'm saying, going to Never Never Land. And I'm a kind of guy that always is with my son, but he's just so adamant about sleeping with Mike by himself. I just had to let him go. Now you're going to have to look at me and say, you know what? There's a problem with you.
Yeah.
That's
child
your
endangerment.
fault.
That's child because like this is going back to what we were saying earlier, and going back to why I brought up other people, because I really want to point out a systemic issue within the entertainment industry. You literally have parents that, if you watch this documentary again called An Open Secret, it's for free on YouTube because all the distributors got punked out of distributing it by Hollywood, and is mentioning current people in Hollywood, and the people they're interviewing is Todd Bridges is in it, Corey Feldman, all these actors that we know from the 80s and 90s. They're telling their personal stories about how they got molested and how they get into a section in that documentary. It gets to a part to where they talk about how you have these parents who have these dreams for their children, and they literally sign their children over to these people. This is an issue that Americans, we have to talk about.
What's the dude named Tyler?
Steven Tyler.
Yeah, he did that. Somebody signed over a 13-year-old
to him. I mean,
some of these parents signed over to R. Kelly. Like, look, just get somebody on the phone with me and say, you're going to be watching my kid.
Right.
Like, I don't even meet you. It's just a phone conversation. It could be anybody. Like, Mike, take the call, man. Tell her you're going to watch her on tour and yada, yada, yada. Like, come on, man. Like, you got to have some kind of responsibility for your daughter.
We can cut out most of these issues.
If your daughter is at that nigga's crib, you have failed, bro.
If you say, if one of the guys that played guitar for R. Kelly said he knew his daughter, he said R. Kelly, he knew R. Kelly was smashing his own daughter, one of the guitar players in that.
He's still playing for R. Kelly.
And he's still playing the guitar for him. So, what I said, I'm going to tell you one lesson you learn from working.
What does that mean? Why you bring that up?
One lesson you learn from mental health is when you're helping people, if you want to continue to help folks, you put as much effort and energy as they're willing to put into themselves.
Exactly.
So if they don't care, you have to nothing you can do. Now, if you
don't care, you mean
the parent saying, "Well, I got my check," what the fuck can the community do?
And a lot of times, all of the problems start to arise when checks stop getting cut. Now that the money is being, now we're not funding your blindness.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, wait a minute, he got my daughter. Oh,
like, everybody can see through that shit, though.
A lot of the chicks that was in the show, they was at Front Waters concert like a year later. Hey, come on.
I think that now the feds are going to be investigating R. Kelly. I think any parent that participated inappropriately will be exposed in the whole process, because if he goes to trial, his prosecutor, his attorneys are going to show that the parents allowed a lot of this to go on, if indeed they did. Some of them did. Some of them were on that documentary admitting that they knew R. Kelly. They heard the rumors, but because he got acquitted, they felt it was okay.
A lot of niggas use that shit. The judge said. Judge said.
That's bullshit.
Just because you got acquitted does not mean you're innocent of the charge.
Law, bro.
They just didn't have enough evidence to, because like y'all said, he paid the parents. The actual girl denied it was her.
Right.
And I do believe that R. Kelly was paying probably the Chicago Police Department.
Right.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I believe R. Kelly's a well-calculated creep, and he had the whole state involved in his pedophilia behavior. Like, he was protected for a very long time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I really do believe that.
And I agree with you when you say he needs help. I said that before. He supposedly had been molested by a family member or members. That's what his brother has come out and said.
Right.
But that definitely, I think, plays a role in his behavior now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no way around.
It is. Because he kept jumping around times. Like, when trauma happens, when a victim of molestation, when that trauma happens at that moment, their brain goes through something that they go through phases where they first blame themselves and say, I should have been stronger. Then they go through anger and rage, and then they get to a point where a lot of people they go through denial, and a lot of times they'll blank it out,
right? And
it'll be something they blanked it out in their life. They live in their life, trigger. And then they get to a point, to where they get a trigger, and then what happens with a lot of these people, they just because what's happening with R. Kelly, most of the people are just the janitor at somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
These people they couldn't afford to do what R. Kelly did,
exactly.
So they do some criminal shit. R. Kelly got to the point to where he just happened to be somebody that had that trauma, who was a very talented writer,
and had
who happened to make a lot of money, and he can afford that to do the shit.
And everybody around R. Kelly is responsible for his behavior, because there's no way you can be running a sex ring with kids and you got a fucking 30-member staff,
right?
And it goes unreported. Like, you can't come out now and start saying shit. Like, no, nigga,
right.
you was ushering them in at a point. You was flying them out. You was hoteling them. You was lemon on. Like,
I want to make a point.
This everybody. This not just our. It's the whole camp.
And look,
managers, assistants.
That's a RICO.
Come on, man. Like, everybody needs an indictment.
Man, it's conspiracy.
Here's the reason why they won't RICO it. I remember I asked my father-in-law, who's a musician, about all the about the R. Kelly thing, and this is what he told me. Look, nigga, you would be surprised if we told you what really goes on. R. Kelly ain't nothing. You see, and when you see when we and our parents are lined up with their children to go off to these entertainers, and these entertainers from the beginning of time have done whatever the fuck they want with people's children with the parents' consent. R. Kelly ain't nothing compared to what we see around.
He a dumbass that taped himself.
So he's just the one. But on top of that, look who R. Kelly is. They said he was a loner.
Right.
He don't hang around dudes.
Right.
The only dudes that like people on staff he has couldn't even tour with Jay-Z.
Right.
Remember hearing that shit?
Exactly.
He don't even like dudes that like have like no male friends. He has like no male friends for a reason. Yeah. Because a real male friend be like, yo, what the fuck you doing?
Right, exactly.
So he gotta have all these little kids.
He gotta have paid friends.
He can't read.
Right.
He gotta have these paid people around him.
Yeah,
so
he can't read.
He's very insecure. One quick story. I used to do security. And I did security for R. Kelly one night.
Oh shit.
The truth comes out.
Yeah. wait. Maybe now we gonna learn something. God
this was in Hollywood.
Today. An hour into the shit.
It was an after party in Hollywood. And my first joke as a comedian, literally my first 2 jokes as a comedian came from this night. I'm standing in front of Kels because he in the VIP, and it's like 80% women in the club, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm looking around like, y'all know this nigga pissed on a girl, right? They ain't giving a fuck.
Right.
So this one chick goes and unzips my zipper. And I'm like, and I pushed her hand away. I'm like, hold on. We in the crowd, that's a club. And she like, you gay? You don't want to. I was like, hold on, I'm in the club. She was like,
Nick ain't used to this. Wait, slow it down.
She said, I suck your dick to see R. Kelly. I just want to see this nigga. I said, no. I said, but you give me $100, you can get in the VIP. And she was like,
nigga said, I'm about my paper.
she was like, so you gay or something? You don't want? I said, bitch, a hard dick and an empty water don't make much sense to me.
All right, and so, I respect that paper game.
You know what I mean?
Pimping. That was pimpish.
The chick literally tried to for him.
That was pimping. And run me my money.
So then these 2 pretty women came in there. I let them in, and then she was like, "Why you let them in? Why didn't you let me in?" I said, look in the mirror and look at them. Ooh. Look in the mirror again and you tell me why you didn't get in.
God
but that's just
because Kels think you look a little old.
That's a whole nother thing, right? Exactly. That's the thing with the mirror and shit.
When I talk about,
you haven't considered.
This was a club full of people who at the time, this is long after the Piss on You video, we all know this nigga ain't shit. And
motherfuckers don't care,
they did not care. So in America, we have to address this from a cultural point of view.
Some of us go too fucking
That's
far.
how we can fix this. And I know it. And
there's individuals that are outliers that go too far, man.
And victims, I want to let you know I'm with you.
Kels went too far.
Kels went too far.
He
man.
did go too far.
Fucking pissing on a little girl in her fucking mouth, nigga, on a tape, dude, so you could watch the shit again and again and again and again. That's fucking too far. You don't tape somebody so you never look at the shit. The nigga watch his fucking tapes, bro. That's too
I
far,
want to say
man.
one thing.
Fucking 14 years old.
I want to say one thing. Victims, I'm with you. But I also don't understand that victims, when you've had that trauma, and when you hear somebody not addressing that trauma directly, it makes you really frustrated because you think people are deflecting. No, that's not what's happening. When you're fixing a problem, you have to fix the problem holistically. You know what I mean? You can't just go and say, that's it. You got to fix everything around it. And one of the biggest problems that we have with the culture of rape is people who are around that are complicit.
That's right.
So they have to be talked about.
And two, like even watching the documentary, I watched a lot of people come forward later on and say, you know what? I did help him get that little girl. I did help forge documents for the marriage. I did do X, Y, and Z. Like, you are as big a problem as arcade, because I
think
believe
it's conspiracy, bro.
I believe that
For real.
if you were willing to do certain things, you were involved in all things.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, there's no like I'm
just
coming
the-
out now because I feel the heat coming on. I want to step away from the
You
program.
make a good point, Melrose. It's not like you were just I'm just the crowd guy. All
You
I
was
do is
fucking too,
all
bro.
I do is
You was fucking too.
Exactly.
And we're doing a fuck
Exactly.
ring, and
Because niggas
you
don't have
issue-
nobody
come
around
on,
that ain't
man.
down.
Everybody in here
If you ain't
is
down,
in the orgy.
You
bro.
ain't down. If you ain't down, you
Everybody.
ain't around. That's how that shit works.
Yeah, you got to leave.
Yeah.
If you're not with the business,
You
you
got
need
to
to
be
leave.
all
We're
right.
about to have a fucking free for all, and if come on, man,
And I don't
everybody
wanna
in
hear-
that situation was in that situation,
And I don't want to hear I did it for
everybody
the money.
on tape that came out and said something about R. Kelly. I can guarantee played a part at some time in this whole ordeal.
And I don't want to hear I needed the money from people who was working in it, because look, you got to watch how all money ain't good money. So if the way you make your money is off harming people, I don't respect it. It's many ways to get it.
Looking the other way, like, come on, man. You weren't looking the other way. You were right in the mix.
Right.
You were in the mix of
You were
it
a
all.
designer. You know what I
Come
mean?
on, man.
You were
It takes
part
a
of-
village.
Yeah.
There's people like, I came into the studio and I saw all these young girls
I didn't
naked
know what to
and
say.
and I'm like, I don't know what he got. Come on, man,
Shut
knock it off.
Fuck up.
Knock it off. If you had any type of moral standpoint, you would have went right to the authorities, man. There's something going on in that compound that's not right, and we need to go over there right now. As opposed to saying, you know what, I'll be back in what you need, 30 minutes? I'll come back in
Yeah.
30, we can finish the record.
Just like we did last night. Just
Come
like
on,
we do
man.
every night. It ain't just that night. You know
20
what I'm
years
saying?
later. And I
Whatever,
think
man.
they're very strategically trying to separate the superstar from the person, because if you watch the documentary, when everybody's talking about the monster, it's Rob. Everybody's talking about Rob was this, Rob was that, and then they'll make mention to R. Kelly like they're two different motherfuckers.
Oh, true.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
I was with Rob. I know Rob.
True.
Rob. R. Kelly, though, is a superstar. Oh,
Shut the fuck up.
Come on, man. It's the same
Yeah.
motherfucker.
That's how they-
Like, this is y'all being strategic.
Yeah, that's
and-
how they get it over in their
Yeah,
mind
like,
that it's okay.
come
Like,
on,
I
man.
only fuck with Rob. I
I know
don't fuck
Rob.
with R. Kelly.
Come on, man.
Shut the fuck
No,
up.
no.
Oh, it's the other way around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fuck with R. Kelly, but
Yeah, I don't fuck
Rob,
with Rob, yeah.
is the fucking monster guy.
Get these nuts. All right, man. Look, guys, we kind of running out of time, man. That was some interesting discussions. I would say that I agree with what you gentlemen said all the way around. I mean, there's no wrong way to look at this. It's just like, hey, man, it's layers and layers and layers to the game, man.
It's layers. It's layers to this.
It's
Layers.
a terrible thing what's happening to young women all across the world with aspirations to be in entertainment. And if you think that is your gateway to the game, it is not. It is not going to pan out
It ain't gonna
good
pan out.
for many
Nah.
people in
Hell
these situations. Like, don't prostitute yourself
No.
for stardom. And if you're underage girl, do not engage in sexual activities with adults with hopes of becoming a star. It doesn't really pan out in your favor. So I will say that my heart goes out because watching that, there was a couple times I actually teared up like, yo, man, that is fucking sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was too aspect of like, because I have sisters, man, and I've seen my sisters go through a lot of different things in life, and it's like, you know what, man, that hit home with me. Like, so,
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
and look, the other thing is like, if you dealing with somebody, if you're a child and you dealing with a grown up and shit, man, like, you need your fucking mother or your auntie or somebody there with you, man. That's like your friend. If you find yourself ditching them, if you find yourself lying to them, trying to say like, oh, I'm with my homegirls, I'm not going over here to the studio. If you find yourself making yourself available in a way that your parents would not want you to be available to an adult, you going down a slippery slope, man. For real, man. You're doing it, and it's like, turn around. Just do a U-turn. Go back to the crib and say, Moms, I'm going to the studio. I'm going to sing my ass off. Come watch me. That's all you need.
And parents, do not pretend like you don't know what's happening in situations that are far-fetched, that is between adults and children. Like, if you're sending your teenage daughter off to be with grown men in the presence of grown men without your presence, like, there's a problem in you as well. And that is the bigger issue on the table. Like, you are signing your children away with hopes that they're going to bring back a bag for you.
That's all it is.
And that is a bigger problem. And parents, don't pretend you don't know what's going on.
Parents, if you need some more money, start a fucking business. Don't get it to your kids, goddamn it. Don't your children.
Or go sell your ass, goddamn it.
Yeah, go sell your ass.
Your ass is yours to sell.
For parents that got pretty daughters. This goes for parents that got boys that can play basketball. God damn it. That nigga make the NBA. That's his money. Shit, stop prostituting y'all kids.
Ass has an expiration date on it, fellas. Like, you can't really sell spoiled milk.
You got to get creative. You got to get creative the older you get. All right, y'all, man. We out of here, y'all.
Sell the mouth.
Hey, man, what a nice, wonderful season 3, episode 1. Poetess, we love you.
We love you,
Thanks for having
Poetess.
us back. All right, man. Melrose, where can they find you?
This Thursday, 8:30, it is a free event. We're doing an after party at Black Hollywood. It is the premiere of the feature film 98 Problems. I helped produce and co-star in it.
Okay.
A lot of the Kamira White is another co-star. Kevin Watts directed, wrote, executive producer. It is a major situation for a lot of black comics. I want to invite you all to come out the Art Theater in Long Beach, 8:30 Thursday.
Damn. Long Beach ArcLight?
No, Art Theater.
Oh, Art Theater. Okay.
A-R-T. Art
okay.
Theater.
All right. Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, Dwan.
Shit. Get me on Facebook, Dewan Brown, DWANN Brown. Twitter, Dewan B. Instagram, Dewan B.
Damn, you gonna be on Thursdays?
Thursdays, but I don't know the address yet.
Oh, okay.
As far as I don't want to
gotcha.
announce, I'll tell them where to go.
Coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon is D Brown Hour on Thursdays at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock every Thursday. But I don't know the particulars yet.
All right. What can I pub up? Let's see. Sunday, I'm doing a little day party with my man Pip. Y'all can roll through if y'all want to just get some afternoon beats and drinks and stuff. Doing that on Sunday.
At Pips?
Yep, at Pips. And other than that, man, just trying to keep the pedal to the metal, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, don't let off the gas, my brother.
Exactly. All right, man. Mike Robertson Boulevard, thanks for joining, man. Holla. Ha, ha, ha.
I like my green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. crack a bottle though. Make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh. And promise not to leave nothing left. If you vomit, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting. Till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is.